What I love about online selling is that there are so many opportunities. Before you think about, oh, now we have Amazon, eBay, everything is saturated, guess what? You have a newcomer in the market, new opportunities to make gazillions of dollars. In today's conversation, I want to explain to you how to sell on Printful. This is a great platform, and I will be giving you tips for starting a profitable online store with Printful. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as terrific as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. So what's the big deal today? Today's convo will revolve around selling on Printful. And starting your own online business can seem like a scary task, right? People often make excuses, they procrastinate, they argue it's too difficult, blah, 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 blah. But this couldn't be further from the truth. These days, there are tons of services out there. For example, Printful. They have made the process really easy, meaning that now is the perfect time to launch. So to help you get started, we have actually, in today's show, we have made an easy to follow, step-by-step process to guide you through exactly how to get started with Printful and sell anything from shirts to mugs to bags and posters, okay? So by the end of today's conversation, you will have your very own e-commerce store up and running. What is Printful? Printful is basically a printing and drop shipping service with fulfillment centers located all over the world. Okay, according to the company's website, the company helps people follow their passion and turn ideas into brands and products. What a brilliant slogan. I love it. I love it. So you can sign up for free. You have more than 250 customizable products. You can sell online without inventory. You can reach customers globally. So let me give you the step-by-step. First, you need to create your Printful account. So the very first step is you need to have an account. All you have to do is to sign up with your name and email. It's very easy to do, and it's completely free. You can see on the screen here. Then now, I'm showing you right now. Once you're signing, you will have access to the dashboard. So we have actually signed up, and we are showing you the dashboard here. So the dashboard you have, you can see to your left. You have orders, product templates, file library, stores, billing, statistics, warehouse, partner program, pro toolkit if you have the pro membership, and settings. This is the constellation of features that will help you actually optimize your store and sell more. And you can see that once you actually sign up for Printful, you need to confirm your emails, which we did, and after that, you need to create a product template. Connect your store. You need to add your products. You need to also add a payment method. This is very important. And you need to order samples of your products, because the first thing you want to make sure, the last thing you want is to have to ship products to your clients that are, your products are just bad, poor quality. You want to check out the sample first before ordering a large batch. Okay, step number 2. So after creating your Printful account, step number 2, you need to pick your market. Very, very important, folks. You need to select your market. Why? Because this is going to drive how much money or how much visibility you have for the rest of your time on the platform. Let me break it down. So you need to think about niche. Pick a niche or a niche. I don't know, but you need to make sure that you focus on a specific segment of the market. And you need to validate your niche. So once you find a niche you want to target, you now have to actually design something that your target market would be interested in. This is why picking a niche that you are part of is so important, right? You need to make something that people want to buy. If you make something that you would be interested in buying yourself, then there are thousands of other people who would be interested in buying it as well. So at this point, it's important to remember that Printful is a POD service, okay? So it is a print on demand service. So they will only print a product once one of your customers orders it. That means even if your product doesn't sell as well as you thought it would, You're not losing any investments. You can just remove the products from your store and try again. Number 3, you need to create a design. Very important. It's time to get creative. So once you pick your market, you need to decide what designs you want to sell. This is a critical juncture here, folks, because you want to make sure the design you have is in sync with what your audience is looking for. You can create almost anything, but always remember to be original. Okay? So think about a product for your design. So some designs look much better on one type of product compared to one another. Let me give you an example. Patterns look very nice as all over prints, and photographs work well as posters. And you want to try different tools. It really depends on you. There are many tools you can use to make your life easier when creating a design. Photoshop is a fantastic tool, but if you are on a tighter budget, there are a bunch of cheaper solutions. You can think about Design Maker. You can think about Canva. You can think about GIMP, right? GIMP is free. It's a free open source image editor, which is very similar to Photoshop. Or you can find a designer. If you don't want to go through all the trouble of getting a design out of your head and down onto paper and are willing to spend a few extra dollars, I would recommend that you hire someone to make a design for you. For example, you can talk to the Printful design services team, or you can find a freelancer on 99 Designs, Upwork, or Fiverr. Once again, there are many options out there for you to choose from. So if you want some more in-depth in terms of looking for a designer, we have actually published a video about how to find the top 5 or the top 10 freelance websites on the internet. So you want to double check that video. Let me talk to you a little bit about the best practices for finding competent graphic designers. This is an important element because when we talk about Printful, the design is a quintessential criterion in the whole business model. Okay, so if you want to find competent graphic designers for your store on Printful, you want to chat with the graphic designers on Printful's own graphic design services team. Okay, the help you're looking for may not take very long to find because there are talented and professional in-house graphic designers at Printful who will be happy to help you overcome your design-related obstacles. So we're showing you the designers at Printful. You can also crowdsource your t-shirt designs ideas with 99 Designs, okay? This is pretty cool. If you have a t-shirt design idea but you can't create it yourself, then consider 99 Designs. You describe the idea you're going for and set the amount you are willing to pay for that particular job. So designers will then submit their versions of the design, and in the end, you'll be able to choose your favorite design from the pool. You can also find your dream t-shirt graphic designer at Dribbble. Okay, this is the platform of choice for established designers, so you can browse through their portfolios and get to know their personal style. Of course, you got to have some budget too, though, because this is not cheap. Okay, and designers who have a hire me button on their profile, you can actually just hire them. You can also find a freelance designer through freelance sites. As I said before, you have Fiverr, you have Upwork, you have Freelancer, you have Guru. You can also find a quick, cheap t-shirt design through Fiverr, yeah, of course. So this is less of a freelancer site though than it is a site for everyone who wants to offer their skills for $5, hence the word Fiverr. Okay, so this is an entry-level space and the basics are offered with an option to upgrade your purchase. So this might be better for simpler designs that you need a hand executing. You can also offer to sell existing designs. Okay, so there are a bunch of great designs out there that aren't being sold. So if you have spotted a design online that you would think would be great on a t-shirt or a poster, why not reach out to that designer? That's fantastic. All right, another option could be purchasing extended licensed editable design bundles. So you can go to the Fancy Deal, for example. This is the website, and they have awesome designs. Or you can head over to Envato Elements, where for $29 per month, you get access to 500,000 amazing illustrations, fonts, mockups, and more. You can also find a t-shirt graphic designer in real life, right? You don't have to go online. You can find people in real life. Or you can make use of your store's logo, because your t-shirt design can also be your store logo. In fact, that's what a lot of retail giants do. Brands like Ralph Lauren and Lacoste have an entire collection of shirts with their brand logo. And if you want that, you can actually use a tool like Logaster, Logo Maker, to actually create your own logo. Or you can also use Design Heal's Logo Maker, another great one too. So at the end of the day, folks, do not forget to make a sample order. So once you have everything, once you're comfortable with the design, you love the design, everything is fine, please make a sample order to check the product out. Step number 4, you need to select an e-commerce platform, okay? So number 1, you need to create your Printful account. Number 2, you need to pick your market. Number 3, you need to create a design. Number 4, you need to select an e-commerce platform. This is very important. Currently, Printful can connect 22 different e-commerce platforms. So having all these integrations means that you have a wide range of different options to create your store with, so you can find a storefront which best suits your need. Okay, so this is important. And why do you need an e-commerce platform? Well, very simple. Whether you are expanding a brick and mortar store, looking to find an enterprise level solution, or even starting a business from scratch, your e-commerce software has a huge impact on the profitability and stability of your business. So the only alternatives to an e-commerce platform are that you can build one from scratch, which is out of the question for most businesses. You can use a plugin, which is not ideal if you're looking to build and grow a legitimate business, even a small one, okay? And there are 3 main e-commerce platform options: open source, software as a service, or headless commerce. So for open source e-commerce platforms, you have to think about hosting environment, so cloud or on-premise, though all patches and platform updates require manual implementation across the board. Then you need to think about PCI compliance, hosting, manual patch, security issues, the building of a new set of tools for the site. And you have to think about all the other elements, okay? What about SaaS e-commerce platforms? You need to think about a cloud hosted environment here. And what about headless commerce platforms? You also have a cloud hosted environment. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say here is that you have to understand what works for you, what the kind of audience you're going after, and the kind of business you have yourself. Okay, so things to consider when choosing your e-commerce platform include the budget, your target audience, the number of products you have, room for growth, in other words, scalability, the type of customer service available, and you have to think about, so let me just kind of give you some of the best e-commerce platforms available out there. You have BigCommerce, you have Magento, you have Volusion, you have Salesforce Commerce Cloud, Demandware, you have WooCommerce, you have Shift4Shop, you have Shopify, you have Kibo, you have PrestaShop, you have Squarespace, you have Big Cartel, you have Wix, you have Ecwid, you have Episerver, you have OpenCart. All right, the bottom line is you need to decide on your chosen platform and make your account there. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about how to sell on Printful. And step number 5, you need to link your Printful account to the e-commerce platform. Okay, so once you found it, so to integrate Printful with the Shopify, you simply install the Printful app. So just click Add App, enter your store's URL, and then log into your Printful account. Your accounts will link automatically. Okay, the process is a little different for every platform. So if you need more information, go to Printful. They have many tutorials to help you out. Or you can go to your Printful dashboard, click Stores, choose your platform, and follow the tutorial laid out for you there. We're showing this to you on the screen, where it's located at. Step number 6, you need to create a product. Okay, so you need to push your products to your store. You need to set the price for your products. You need to calculate the shipping costs. This is important because simply having a design doesn't mean that the product is ready. Okay, you need to actually you need to actually take extra steps. So to make it as easy as possible for you to start, Printful has made something what they call a product generator. So it really works with most integrations and pushes new products straight to your store from Printful. That way, you can log into your Printful account and create products that are automatically added to your store super easily. Okay, so unfortunately, not all integrations have this push generator. So if you're using, let's say you're using Big Cartel, Squarespace, or Gumroad, you'll have to add products manually. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's still pretty easy. And you need to set the price for your products, very important. So once you have your products with an awesome description and photos ready to go, it's time to look at how pricing works. There are two different prices to think about: the Printful price, which is what Printful charges you, and the retail price, which is what you sell it for. So if a Printful t-shirt is, say, $15 and your retail price is set at $25, the profit you make is $10. You also have to keep in mind extra cost when choosing your prices, such as taxes. So how much you charge for your product can make or break a sale, right? So if you set your retail price too high, then you will lose sales from people not willing to pay that much for your product. On the other hand, if you charge too little, you won't be able to make a profit from your products at all. So think about that. You need to strike the right balance. And you also need to calculate the shipping cost. Very important. There are many ways you can use shipping to your advantage. And actually, you can check out this blog post that shows how to use free shipping to increase your sales. We're showing you right now on the screen the link to that blog post on Printful, as well as the snapshot. Next, you want to create your online payment processor. This is important. So with a product in a store, you now need to find a way for customers to pay you, right? There is a constellation of payment processors out there you can use, such as PayPal, Stripe, and Braintree. Whichever one you choose, you have to add it to your store so that your customers can pay you for your products. And Printful can only fulfill your orders once they have been paid for on Printful. So make sure you add your PayPal account or credit card to your Printful wallet so that when customers start ordering your products, Printful can get paid and send them as quickly as possible. Okay, so that's important. Step number 8, you need to start to market your product. So now that you have a store up and running, it's time to actually do what? You need to start making your first sale. This is a whole different battle, believe me. So we're not really going too much in detail here, but you got to make your sale, and it's up to you to think about the strategy, think about where to market yourself, how to gain visibility, how to connect with your audience, with your potential market, with your niche. Okay. And if you want to get your first t-shirt sale, there are a lot of stuff you can do. Make sure that you pay attention to product reviews. Okay, so product reviews is important. It's not an industry secret that product reviews can accelerate sales growth. You want to do brand awareness giveaway, so you can organize a contest or a sweepstakes to really boost your brand awareness, right? Because you want people to learn about your company, to know more about you. You want to beef up your social media presence. If you're on Facebook or if you are on Instagram or on Instagram I'm blanking here, but so you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have a YouTube, of course, right? You have other social media out there that can actually help you. So you need to choose strategically which social media actually helps you out. It's very important. Brand awareness is very important once you have your Printful store ready to go. Think about social media influencers. If you have the budget for it, you can actually think about working with social media influencers, those who are in your niche, those who are popular in your niche. Very important. And you can also think about retargeting ads, whether it is on Facebook or YouTube or even Google. You can have a PPC campaign that aims to increase your social media visibility or your online visibility as a whole. Step number 9. You want to keep trying and trying and trying. If you fail, try again, keep trying. This is where you have to embrace the whole trial and error. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes time, it takes determination, but you are going to make it. And there are things you can do. So nobody actually makes millions the first day or the first year, right? So you want to take time to learn your niche, to understand what kind of makes them tick. So you probably have, you're not going to have hundreds of thousands of orders the first day or the first week for that matter. But if you keep doing, if you keep actually improving every process, then you are sure to make it. And step number 10, this is where it's really important. You need to diversify to survive. Let me repeat that. You got to diversify if you want to survive. And this is part of the trials and errors that I was just telling you earlier about. It's important to understand that you have to experiment with similar niches. If one niche doesn't work, if one design doesn't work, you got to be ready. You got to be nimble enough to move on to the next one. Okay? You want to market to multiple segments. Don't just put all your eggs in the same baskets. You want to diversify. You want to market to multiple segments. You want to market to, you can have multiple segments in the same niche. All right. You want to expand your product line. So instead of having one product or two products, you want to have a whole portfolio of products. You want to have 10, 15 different portfolios, different products in your portfolio, and each product will cater to a specific subsegment of your market. You also need to think about offline opportunities. Try offline opportunities. Even though your business is operating online, there is a lot you can do offline to grow your brand. You can exhibit your products in trade shows, local fairs, or pop-up markets. If you don't feel comfortable setting up your booth at the events like this, attend them as a visitor. And don't forget to bring your business card along and wear your t-shirts, right? Because this will help build new partnerships, meet your customers, or simply get your name out there. You can also get in touch with the local newspaper and share your story. That's kind of cool too. You can organize or help to organize an event for your local community, for example. And please keep designing. If you want to diversify to survive, if you want to keep trying and trying and trying, keep designing. If you want to grow your online store, you need to introduce new t-shirt designs every now and then, so keep designing. Think of upcoming e-commerce holidays you can use to build your design around. Add a seasonal t-shirt or put together a limited edition collection. Also, please do not forget to listen to your customers. What is it that they want to see on your t-shirt store? All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about how to sell on Printful, tips for starting a profitable online store on Printful. So number 1, create your Printful account. Number 2, pick your market. Number 3, create a design. Number 4, select an e-commerce platform. Number 5, you want to link your Printful account to the e-commerce platform. Number 6, you want to create a product. Number 7, you want to create your online payment processor. Number 8, you want to start to market your products. Number 9, you want to fail, try again, and keep trying. You want to embrace the trials and errors here, right? And number 10, you need to diversify to survive. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.